Step 1. Investigate ownership. Who owns the news? Quite some time has passed since people seriously considered who owns a controlling interest in the businesses that deliver the news. Since truth gets measured by what news media reports and news media are for-profit businesses, there is a fundamental conflict of interest. However, as capitalism does with anything, we leave it for the competition to iron out the problems. In other words, if a channel lies to the public, the viewers will switch to another channel that is more honest and accurate in its reporting. Guess what? 13 people own a majority of the country's news media. Don't believe me? I am not pushing a conspiracy theory. These are their names, and they have publicly listed ownership and or control of pretty much all the news you consume. Michael Bloomberg owns Bloomberg LP and Bloomberg Media. Rupert Murdoch owns News Corp and 120 newspapers alongside his family. Some notable names that are or have been under his influence include the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Fox News, and 21st Century Fox. Donald and Cy Newhouse control Advance Publications. Some names that may be familiar to you include Wired Magazine, The New Yorker, Vogue, and Vanity Fair. The Cox family controls the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, giving them the ownership and control of 14 TV channels and 59 radio stations. Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post in 2013. John Henry controls the Boston Globe. Sheldon Adelson controls the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Joe Mansueto controls Inc. and Fast Company magazines. Mortimer Zuckerman controls U.S. News, World Report, and New York Daily News. Barbie family controls Village Voice. Stanley Hubbard controls Hubbard Broadcasting, which gives him control of 13 TV channels, including local affiliates of ABC and NBC News. Carlin Slim Halo controls the New York Times with the largest individual stake. Warren Buffett has invested in Regional Daily Papers, a company that has over 70 dailies as of today. As you can see, some companies own dozens of news outlets and television stations, giving you the illusion of variety and competition. But if 15 or so people decide that a certain story is true, it is nearly impossible for the American public to believe otherwise. My point of bringing this up is not to spell doom and gloom, but to highlight the opportunity. Remember that in capitalism, market corrections are the rule, not the exception. If companies get overvalued, the value crashes to correct for the hype. If companies are undervalued, a correction happens and the value increases. One thing that often gets corrected is that when too much power gets in the hand of too few people. Democratization occurs spontaneously, and those who anticipate it are at the forefront of cashing in on the opportunity. Uber did it with the cab industry, Airbnb did it with the hoteling industry, and you can do it with the news industry. If you start as little as a blog, you are taking a first step towards becoming a part of this revolution. And you have no idea what someone might pay you to buy it off.